here's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jets offense ready for their first possession, and they are led by the 23-year-old from USC in his 3rd year now, quarterback Sam Darnold.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Back to throw Darnold. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Tony Pollard.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Well, we've hit that bittersweet week of the NFL season, haven't we? The last week of the regular season, week 17. Come on, Brandon. Can he win the MVP? Can he do it here in this last game?
Well, he's got to make a strong impression here in the final week. It's an interesting race. My MVP ballot is at the top of my email right now, and I'm not voting until we've seen all the games here today.
I like that. I respect a man that waits until the season is over, doesn't turn it in early. I think if he has a big game here and gets a little bit of help, maybe the other guys don't play as well, he's got a great shot.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some. He's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. J.J. Nelson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Pollard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Darnold completes it, and here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, New York.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Lets it go for Nelson. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. J.J. Nelson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 1st quarter lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? to get a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Sam Darnold.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And here comes Berrios. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. Wentz lets it go for Nelson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up the third down.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Patriots 21. Jets 0.
Darnold on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Lets it go for Nelson. It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
20-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, People have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Julian Edelman. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Jets first down.
Now Pollard fights loose. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Jets.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Touchdown.
Tony Pollard with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. It's time for our player spotlight right now as we get a look at Carson Wentz. And Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 20,
John Simon in on the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And inches.
And Mims Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Denzel.
Denzel Mims with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. J.J. Nelson, 75 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
New York ready to go again offensively. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Darnold caught by his tight end Wesco. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Darnold. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the 50, it's Darnold. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.